Fam, I'm back with another dossier giveaway. This time I am going to be giving away 2 scents from dossier. The first scent I will be giving away is Floriental Brown Sugar. This scent has top notes of bergamot, raspberry, pear. The middle notes are jasmine, orange blossom, brown sugar, and the base notes are patchouli, amber, and vanilla. Let's see what it smells like. Oh, this is very, it's giving a bit of Gucci floral with like a dash of YSL's new perfume. This is really good. Really fragrant and sweet. If you're a sweetie, this one's for you. The next scent we have is Floriental Almond. The top notes for this scent is almond and peach. The middle notes are orris, orange blossom, and tuberose. The base notes are tonka bean, vanilla, and cocoa. Ooh, sounds divine. Smells divine. Ah, very, very sweet. Also bright, a really sweet and bright flavor. If you're sweet and bright, this one is definitely for you. So if you're interested in this giveaway, here is what you need to do. 1, make sure you are subscribed right here to NikkiStar TV. Also, make sure you are following me on Instagram and on TikTok at Nikki.Star. Please, in any of the comment section of TikTok, Instagram, or right here on this channel, let me know which scent that you are interested in trying. And please make sure to tag me in your comment. And also, when you tag me in your comment, do not forget, let me know which scent you would like to try. I will be picking the winner on July 7th. So please make sure you are following me on Instagram, TikTok, and you are subscribed right here to NikkiStar TV because I will be announcing the winner on all 3 platforms. Thank you so much for joining me, Star Family. I hope you're the winner. Love you. See you soon. Bye. I extended it. I know in the video it says July 7th, but I actually extended it just because I only talked about the giveaway on 1 video. I'm like, I'm not even letting all my subscribers know. I just want to give everybody a fair shot. That's all. But I'll be picking the winner next Friday. So let your girl know. Let your girl know. Sorry, guys. I'm just greasy. You know what? I was about to say, I don't know why I'm so greasy. I had those Trader Joe's chicken soup dumplings. So good. Wendy Williams. My mouth is watering. My mouth is watering. They're so good. Love, love, love. Hey, family. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? Josie, um what do you want Hulu to upload? What current seasons of what? Of the Real Housewives shows? Girl, get Peacock. Get Peacock. Get Peacock because I think at about 1 or 2 a.m. the next day, the episode is on there. No commercials. That's honestly, if I can't catch the episode live, I watch it on Peacock. I enjoy it on Peacock, to be honest with you. Thank you. I was trying to do something. I was playing around in my Pat McGrath palette. I realized that I just have, I got this really expensive makeup and I don't play with it enough. So I was just playing around in the palette and I was just like, we're going to go with this. We're going to go with this. It's one of her holiday collection palettes, but thank you so much. I'm trying. I got some other stuff coming too, but that's more like fall stuff, but ciao. I can't wait. Hey, Brittany. Brittany said, Nikki, I would love to recommend some perfumes. I think you like based on Bath and Body Works since you like. Brittany, hit me up on Instagram. Inbox me. Let me know. I'm down. It's fine. Just let your girl know. Thank you for supporting me. Speaking of supporting me, Shonda says, please like the video and subscribe to get Nikki.Star TV to 15K subscribers. We're close. Guys. We can do it. Thank you so much, Michelle. What's eating juicy? Kai Ali. Who's Kai Ali? K Ali? Let me know. You guys have been with me long enough. I've been on the perfume hunt for a very long time. Like I have my own dossier. The brown sugar one is the one I've enjoyed the most. That is the one for me. I don't really do fluorescents. I like, sweet. I don't know why I like to smell like food. I like to, like when somebody hugs me, they smell a bakery. Like, what have you been making strawberry croissants? No, it's just my perfume. I don't know. That's just like my thing. Oh, it's that girl. I didn't like it in the beginning. It grew on me. And they absolutely have upgraded their quality of shows and films on there. So it's a good investment. And if you have an Xfinity, like I was forced to get, but if you do have Xfinity, they pay for it for you. So when you sign up for Xfinity, you get a free membership to Peacock. Hey, Nikki A, how are you? Nikita said, still to this day, I have never seen a whole episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, yet know what is going on with the cast. Listen, they share so much now. You don't even have to watch the episodes to know what's going on. What's up, Philly? How are you doing, Garden and Goddess? No, you really don't. You don't. Wherever you sign up, I'm picking your name and I'm putting it in. I know everybody doesn't have all of those social media accounts, but if you do, I would love for you guys to hit me up there as well. Hey, Cameron. Cameron said, Nikki, have you seen the Bath and Body Works Fall and Halloween collection yet? We're beefing. So no. I'm beefing with Bath and Body Works, what they did to me on my birthday. Remember, I was in Cabo last year. That was such a great birthday. I don't know how I'm going to top it this year. I don't know, but I think I might just stay local this year because moving is expensive. Let me tell you something. I've learned so much, guys. I've learned so much. Not only is moving cross country, like I've moved a lot in LA. That's the LA life. Let me tell you something. Anybody trying to move to LA to pursue the entertainment industry or just because you got to move to LA, I'm going to tell you this right now. You're going to have a terrible roommate experience. You're going to get your car towed and you're going to move a lot. That's just inevitable. Anyway, but moving cross country is expensive. Very expensive. I did it once, but I was like a kid. You know what I mean? I ain't pay for nothing. Now, whoo, child, it's expensive. But anyway, So I think I might just stay local, might go somewhere warm. But the thing about Cabo that I enjoyed was that it didn't feel like Christmas. I feel like as a December baby, I always lose my birthday to Christmas. And in Cabo, it was just my birthday. I felt like I had a June birthday. You freaking summer babies. I would never have an experience like that, but Cabo made me feel like that. Like I had one of those cool summer birthdays or one of those birthdays that was during the school year. Oh, I used to be so envious of you school year birthday kids or you summer birthday kids. So that's why I liked it so much, but I just don't know. I don't know. Anyway, the beef that I got, Cameron, I can't believe you don't know this. Why I'm beefing with Bath and Body Works is because on my birthday, candle day, that is something that I always do for me. I always do my candle. I get up early in the morning. I go to my local Bath and Body Works and I get my candles. Candle day, first time shopping online. I'm in Mexico on a beach. Not on the beach, but close to it in my hotel room. On my computer, putting my candles in my cart. When I go to check out, I lost like 7 of my candles. What in the ghetto hot mess is that? Absolutely not Bath and Body Works. If it's in my cart, you need to do like ASOS and hold it for 60 minutes. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe they let them people take candles out of my cart. Ever since then, I've been off of them. I've been cool on them. I've been like Nene to Bath and Body Works. Because how dare you? I'm a grown woman. How dare you let somebody take candles out of my cart? Would you let them do it in real life? If I'm shopping at Bath and Body Works, you gonna let Marge take my candles out of my cart? Because that's who took my damn candles. I know it was some broad named Marge. Took my candles. I cannot get anything I want, but you know what? I found the little trick. I found the little trick for them hoes. I just, whatever candles was available, I put in my cart. As soon as my candles arrived, I went to Bath and Body Works and I exchanged them for my watermelon lemonade candles, period. And my champagne toast, period. So I'm beefing with them broads for doing me dirty. How dare you? I've been loyal to you since I was 13 years old. How dare you play with me like that? Absolutely not. We still beefing. Still beefing with them. So I get my candles from Anthropologie and Home Goods. But I may look at their fall collection just to see. Not like I'm going to buy nothing. Anyway, how are you guys? I'm so sorry. I can't believe they did me dirty like that. I'm still mad at them. I'm still mad at them. Now you know. Now you know. Can't believe it. Oh, Shanice, we go through it. We go through it. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. It's hard. Oh, goodness. Oh, Cameron said, girl, thinking the same thing happened to me on candle day. I just went into the store and got doubled. Yep. Because it's like a tradition in my family. We always get up at 6 a.m. and we go to the mall and we get our candles. We didn't have to, normally, for some reason, LA, like where we live, they don't do Bath and Body Works candle day like that. So every time we go to our local Bath and Body Works in LA, it's never a line or anything, but we always go waiting for the line. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I should record it next time if we ever do it again. But my family and I, before we even get in a car, we know who's going to what section, right? I was always on the bakery smelling candles because that's my thing. I'm on it. My sister is on champagne toast. My mom will be getting the eucalyptus candles, and my little sister will be getting like the living room scents, like lavender and all of that. But everybody had their sections, and then we would meet at the register like that. It's like a family tradition, and they took that away from me by letting Marge take my candles out of my cart. I did not like that. They need to change their policy, and they need to do something on their system and allow people to hold candles in their cart. Listen, if you don't want to allow people to hold candles in their cart for an hour, at least 30 minutes or something like that. Like, how dare you let that broad take them candles out of my cart? That broad or bro or everything in between and outside of it. How dare you let that person, them do that? Piss me off. And why would you? You got me upset again, Cameron. Thank you so much, Nikki A, for the building fund. Thank you so much, sis, for the super chat. Shout out to whoever just entered in the room. I know you thought this was Real Housewives of Atlanta, and you're listening to me rant about candles. Please don't blame me. Blame Cameron Knight. Did me dirty. Did me dirty. Did me dirty. Lauren said, well, if you ever get Bath and Body Works to try again, I'm telling you, that strawberry pound cake candle is marvelous. I'm hooked. Actually, Lauren, when I went back to exchange, I got champagne toast, I got strawberry pound cake, which I love, and I got watermelon lemonade. Those are my favorite scents. And eucalyptus mint. I got 2 eucalyptus mint because Marge took my candles out of my cart, my eucalyptus mint candle. So I got eucalyptus spearmint. Let me tell you something. Eucalyptus spearmint is not eucalyptus mint. They're not even cousins. Okay. It was a terrible set. So I exchanged. So I exchanged them. But yeah, I love me some pound cake. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I believe it's December 3rd through the 8th, I believe. Like the whole, no candle, not the sale, right? The sale is December 3rd to 6th, but Candle Day is December 5th, right? Or 6th. Let me know, y'all. Let me know. But I think it's the 5th. I do. That's who stole my candles. Oh, we are going to get into March, but that's when I talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Child, they ate her up in Lisa Rinna's comment sections. Ate her up. Anyway, let's get into it. I feel like you guys are all in the room. Let's get into it. If you're a replay gang or if you're somebody who just is joining in, if you don't want to wait, I'm going to put times. If you don't want to sift through everything, I'm going to put timestamps in the first comment in this video and also in the description box. So hopefully that makes it easier for you. You came in at the right time. Pray for me and them. I don't know if I'm going back. Like, how dare they? How dare they play me like that? I've been riding with you since I was 13. Y'all been getting my lunch money. Y'all been getting my chore money. Y'all been getting my first job check money. Like, come on. I take my tithes off of my check and I gave it to Bath and Body Works. Not my tithe, though. I gave my tithe to the Lord. But then, everything after that, I was like, oh my goodness, let me go to Bath and Body Works. Let me get my sweet pea. That's where I started. I started with sweet pea. Then I graduated to cucumber melon. Now I'm on the peppermint flavor and winter candy and country apple throughout the seasons. Like, how dare you? Loyal, and you let Marge rob me. Never again. Never again. Let's get into the episode. Hey, UK, what's up, Empress Energy for Life? How are you? Let's get into it. We're just going to start off heavy. Let's just start off with Marlo. Marlo is absolutely going through it over her sister. We can see it every episode. Every episode. Do I have her pick? I don't. I'll get it next time. Every episode, Marlo is going through it over that sister, and I honestly get it, and I honestly understand. I am the one that is just like, you can skip a season, right? If the stuff that you are dealing with is too hard for you to manage at your work, or it's too hard for you to manage with the real things happening, or the real responsibilities in your life, you don't have to do this show, right? I know, you like the money or whatever, but Marlo could have definitely been a friend of the show because she was the one who was telling us that she made $400K just for being a friend of, right? So I know she's probably getting, a lot more than a $400K, but it's like, girl, you can drop down to friend of, or, skip this season to handle some things because real life is happening to you and real life is rough. I get it. I know she's dealing with, her sister's mental issues, and it's just really, really hard, especially being probably the only one in her immediate family who's making that kind of money. So I know she's stretched financially because she's taking care of a lot of people. And y'all know I deal with somebody very close in my life who has mental health issues, and it's hard It's very hard dealing with somebody like that because you love them, but there's nothing you can do. You just have to love them with their issues. So I get it. I absolutely get it. And although I understand that she's dealing with a lot, I cannot rock with her with what she did with her nephews. Um, it seemed just really cruel to me to, let's be real, exploit your nephew's trauma. We got to be real. You're exploiting their trauma. You are allowing things that should not be filmed to be filmed. Right after, let's take it back to, I think, the episode before last. Right after these young men, these young boys, see their mother, who was in some kind of manic rage, cussing at Marlo, because when we got back to Marlo from that scene, she was crying and breaking down. And she told us what the sister was saying, yelling and screaming at her sons, irate. The judge had to get the police to pull the mother out. She was on Zoom or whatever, out of her mind, right? And attacking her small children who don't understand yet what's happening with mommy. Right after that happens, there's a camera in their face recording the aftermath. Right after that, the following scene, you're asking them about that trauma. So it's exploitation. You're exploiting their trauma because they are not old enough, right, to consent to being on this show. You had to sign that contract for them and make those decisions for them as their guardian. So you're exploiting their trauma because it's becoming a bit too much of you, right? Because for a much for you, because you said that you stepped into their life as Monty, because their sister, their mother, your sister could not do it, right? So what the hell is a Monty, right? It's a mixture of mom and auntie. You put yourself in that position. You stepped in that position for those boys. You also said that you wanted to give them a life that you did not have. And you wanted to raise them in a way that raised them opposite of the way that you were raised, because you were thrown out as a very young woman, a very young girl. So to say all of those things, exploit their trauma, then throw them out, because you said throw them out. You didn't even say I just sent my nephews to stay with my sister for a few weeks just because I was breaking down and I couldn't really be the best for them. They're coming back, but I just needed to take care of myself. Or you just could have been like, you know what? This process is too much for them. I had to, let them deal what they needed to deal with outside of public view and opinion. Either one of those excuses would have worked. You said you threw them out because they were filthy and they punched a hole in a wall. And I guess the oldest punched a hole in a wall. Did you even want to dissect why he did that? Right? The same reason why you almost beat up Kenya. I'm not going to say beat up, but the same reason why you got in Kenya's face and was saying all them nasty things to Kenya. Did I say Nene? To Kenya and Candy. It's the same reason why that young boy punched a hole into the wall. Same reason. But you're an adult, right? So you manage your anger differently. A child who really does not yet know how to communicate because he don't really know what's going on with his mama can't communicate those things. So he punches a wall and you throw him out. I can't rock with you. I can't. Especially when you spent a whole episode talking about how you were thrown out as a kid and put into foster care and thrown away. I can't rock with you when you come back a couple episodes later and do the same thing to your nephews that was done to you. I understand respect. I understand, them keeping the house clean. But are you not dealing with the fact that they're watching their mother deteriorate? They're losing their mom. She might still be hearing body, but they're realizing that their mama ain't coming back. And the way you're talking is probably nothing that could be done. It's a lot for a child to deal with. You can't even handle it and you're an adult. I honestly get needing to take a break. I honestly get needing more from your village. But one thing you need to realize, if you're going to be a Monty, right? If you're going to step outside of being an aunt and step into the role of a mother, mothers can't check out. Some do, right? I'm not saying it's right, but parents don't take a day off. Parents can't quit. That's your responsibility. You love them, you raise them, you chastise them, you provide for them through their good and bad days. Young boys who are growing into teenagers are not going to be the respectable young men that you want them to be. It's impossible. They're growing up, their body is changing, they're watching their mother deteriorate on TV, they're watching themselves be exploited to talk about things that they're not comfortable talking about because they can't really even make these things out. They're having desires, they're having issues. You don't even know if one of them is probably dealing with something your sister is dealing with, but you just threw him out. How you throw out a child? I don't know. And again, I'm not a muntie, I'm not a mama. I was a child before. Know what that feels like. Know what that feels like. And to have somebody who steps in your life when you have a parent that, when your only parent at this point is lost, and then for them to say, I'm tired of you, I'm going to throw you. Because Marlo, you said you threw them out. That was an act of violence. That's an act of violence. And your only excuse was that they were acting, that one of the boys was acting up. Are you shocked? You shocked that he acting up? These boys are essentially mourning their mother that's still living. They're dealing with a lot. You're dealing with a lot. And I honestly get, guys, I'm not being heartless. I honestly get her being like, this is too much for me. But you stepped in that role. You can't quit. You can't give up. You can't throw them out when things get too hard. You stepped into that role. So that means you can't quit. And now they have one mother that quit on them. And now they got their muntie quitting on them. I can't rock with you on this one. I cannot rock with you on this one. And another issue that I had was that she was speaking as if she was the victim and they were the attackers and the aggressors. The children? Really? Muntie ain't cut out for everybody. Let's get into Sanya and Drew and this non-beef. I'm so sick of them bickering. Sanya, this is why I didn't want you on this show. I just don't. I got to be honest with you. I don't like seeing Olympians like this. I just feel like you just have, as an Olympian, for me, you have some sort of prestige where I just don't want to see you in this position. And seeing it, you just are not coming off likable. You're not. You're not. Drew said something to you about you telling her husband that her and Ralph act like they busy, but they're not really busy. Sis, you said that as shade. It was a dig. It was a dig. And to honestly dig at the person that you came to for help concerning your husband, it just don't look good on you. So you could have honestly said, oh, girl, I was just joking. I'm sorry. I was just joking with my friend. I didn't mean anything by it. But to sit there and deny it and say that never happened and that you ain't mean that, it's like, so what did you mean? What did you actually, like, I don't know. I'm trying so hard with the Olympian. I'm trying. I just, because y'all know that I always said this show needs to have multicultural Black women, right? Because if we're going to do a show about Black women, affluent Black women, and these women are supposed to represent Black women within America, we, especially Black women today, although we are Black American women, not a lot, but there are a lot of Black women in America who are not African American. So I always said, let's get women from different cultures. And I love the fact that we have a Jamaican American on this show. The representation we got is just not for me. It's just not for me. Like, I can't stand the non-Drew beef. I can't stand that she doesn't own up to the mess. Like, y'all, I always say this because I think she does it so well. Sheba Sheree is a great bone carrier, right? She's a great character to be messy because she owns up to her mess. And maybe she owns up to her mess because she knows that nobody is going to beat her up, right? Who's beating up Sheba Sheree? Not with them arms. So maybe that's why she does that. But I don't like Sanya just not owning up to the mess and being deflective and acting like the victim when it's just like you literally are stirring the pot with Drew because you can, right? You can do that with her. It's like Lisa Renner, right? She said go watch the Real Housewives of Dubai because she knows she couldn't say Atlanta or Potomac. You're going after, I won't say low hanging fruit, but you're going after who you think is weak and you're going after who you think is easy because you never give any of the other ladies the same energy you give Drew. For her to say to you, oh, what you said about me and my husband, like, why did you say that? Like, he told me, Ralph told me something that you said, so I just wanted to know, what did you mean by that? That's all that conversation. Girl, no, I ain't gonna fight with you. I didn't say, yes, you did. You said it was shady. It was a shady comment. Just own up to it. You just could have been like, oh, I was just joking. It wasn't that big of a deal. But you didn't. You didn't. You made it seem like you just don't do nothing wrong. And my God, today, girl, I've been watching you since the first episode. You do a lot wrong. You don't own up to none of it. Whew, Lord, give us free. Before I move on, I got a super chat from Deacon T. What's up, Deacon T? Deacon T said, giving Marlo grace because she was clearly way over her head when she tried to be there for her nephews. However, she can never call herself Monty again, period. Auntie, yes. Monty, not even close. I absolutely agree. Like, that's what I meant. I'm like, you stepped into that role. Nobody put you into that role. You wanted to be in that role. And to be quite honest with you, the way you're moving on this show, it gives weight to, the accusations that some people have been saying, former cast members as well, that you are essentially using those kids to get a peach on this show, right? To show that you had more to tell and show and give to us, the audience, than just fashions and escorting, right? So it gives weight to that. It really, really does, because I never would have assumed that about you. I'm not saying I assume it now, but it's like a couple episodes in and you're on the show doing the Monty thing, and then you're like, oh, I kicked them out because I can't do it no more. I don't know. Thank you, Deacon T. Thank you, sis. Thank you all for supporting me. Let's move on to Drew. Drew, the holy roller thing is getting on my nerves. I'm sick of it. The holy roller thing is getting on my nerves. If you want to be a holy roller, get off of this show. This is the Real Housewives of Atlanta on Bravo. That holy roller stuff, you better take that to TBN. It's not going to work here. It's not going to work here. And if you're your mama so saved, why are you telling a prophetic word that was given to you? A prophetic warning. Why are you telling that to the world? So that prophetic warning that was given to you and your mother about some woman some woman or female spirit trying to tear y'all down, you just let us in on it. So if you're that saved, how do you not know that you don't share that? You don't share that. So are you really this holy roller, or is this an act for TV? Let's talk about it. This is how you know people don't have their oil. I was like, that move right there let me know you ain't got no oil. You acted like you putting on like you got some oil. But anybody who got some oil would have never shared that word. I would have been like, oh, wait a minute, Mom. Are you about to share the word? Hold on 1 second. We can put the cameras down. Can you take my mic? Sharing the word. What bells above? So now he gonna take the word and turn it on you. Ciao. You ain't got no oil. Anyway. I did not like how she was treated this episode, right? I feel like Drew continues to get treated like a fool. Her and Ralph, right? I feel like they keep on dragging them. The cast, everybody, right? The cast, the day players, the extras, production. Everybody keeps on, playing with them, right? Talking about their marriage. I will say this, Drew. Although I don't like how they collectively do it to you, drag your marriage, I will say you need to stop sharing things about your marriage then, because your marriage is weird. It's absolutely weird that your husband just disappears whenever he feels like it, and you don't know where he went, who he was with, or if he coming back. That's weird. and you shared that with us in your cast. So now everybody has an opinion on it. It's also very weird that he has these woman assistants that have so much influence over his life, and that you have assistants that are so messy that they, I don't know, possibly out your partner, or speak about intimate things with every and anybody who would listen. Your community is messy. Your marriage is weird. Y'all need to come back with something else. Y'all really, really do. Y'all have to come back with something else besides your marriage being weird and the people that work for you being messy. Y'all got to do something else, because I just don't see anything good coming out of any of this. I really, really don't. It's just very weird. Worf got assistants out of the wazoo. Now this assistant is helping him write the book. Now she's the reason why he got this book published. When did he become an author? Girl, it's not making sense. Not making sense. And like I said before, the holy roller thing is not working for you. I hope that you make a pivot to something else, because you just come off so obnoxious, right? So judgmental. Because listen, I'm not putting a coochie incense in my coochie. You know what I mean? I'm not putting no coochie incense smoke in my coochie. I'm not doing that. But I'm not going to sit there at the table and be like, oh my goodness, get that away from me. That's witchcraft. Leave. Oh my goodness. Don't be that Debbie Downer Christian. Leave. If you feel like it's witchcraft, that's how I know you ain't got no oil. You and your mama is fronting. Because how are you this holy roller? How are you this holy roller and you see somebody doing witchcraft next to you and you stay there and eat your food? You're frauding. You're frauding. This is the character you're playing. I'm telling you, pivot from that. Pivot from that character. You this holy roller and somebody is doing witchcraft next to you. You're just like, oh my goodness, that's terrible. A holy roller will start speaking in tongues, taking the anointing oil out of her bra and start throwing it on people and praying their way out of there. Protecting the spirit. You sat there and still ate your food. You're not about that life. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. I know about these deliverance streets. I got them Pentecostal deliverance streets. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. You're not about that. Anyway, let's move on to She by Sheree. I'm telling you, I'll never get over it. I'll never get over it, especially since we saw the super trailer. I will never get over you being this down bad about this scammer from Philadelphia. I can't believe it. Sheree, I just can't believe it. Every time I see you cry and break down over this man, I'm like, how did he get you? It's just so weird to me. I want you to stand up. I want you to get in a better situation than this, but I don't know if this is going to be your storyline the whole season. I hope, like Drew, you come back with something else, because you're better than this. You are a professional bone carrier. That's where you shine. This right here, Tyrone humiliated me. I gave all my life to this. This is not Atlanta, Thalaka. This is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You got money in a mega mansion. You cannot let this man do this to you. Oh, I can't believe you gave him a shot. I can't believe you gave that man a shot. I'm just so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. Let's get to this freaky deaky party. Listen, I'm new here, right? I'm new here to the ATL. Right? The A. I'm new to the A. I think that's it. I'm new to the A, right? I will say, from coming from very liberal Philadelphia and very liberal Los Angeles, this place is giving Bible Belt. It's a lot of stuff you can't be doing down here. They do everything under the sun on that show. I'm like, how are y'all doing all this stuff in the Bible Belt? How? Because I'm sitting here watching this, Sheree gets her life back party. How many of these is she going to have this season? Let this be it. And I became extremely uncomfortable, right? Let me tell you something, Holy Roller Drew. You had a problem with the coochie incense, but you ain't have a problem with that man playing with his penis in front of you. Did you see that? Or you pick and choose. You pick and choose what's demonic to your spirit and what isn't. Because this man and this woman is butt ball naked, right? I understand that you draw people naked or whatever. But then like stuff started happening throughout the party. See, so he started playing with it. People started looking at it. Middle-aged women is licking their lips. I'm like, what's going on? Are we painting? Oh, we painting. You know what I mean? Like, what's happening? What is happening? I just don't know how this show is so freaky in Atlanta. It's so weird to me. And it's so weird to me how open y'all are about that. Like, I get it, right? I was about to lie and say I'm not a prude. I am absolutely a prude. But it's just like, even for the people who aren't prudes, it's just some stuff that I don't feel like you should share with the world. This was a party that I felt like Candy would shine, and she just would not show up to bat. She would not show up to. I felt like this would have been a Candy night party, but that was not the situation. The coochie incense thing happens. Listen, I hope it works. I hope it works for her. Just real weird. I will say, watching these shows, especially the housewife shows, it always makes me realize my girlfriend group is just not normal. It's just not normal. These housewives get together. The girls group, they get together and they just immediately go sexual. Like they are, wearing vibrating panties, putting each other in saddles, you know what I mean? Grinding on each other, having orgies with strippers. Like, what kind of friends? We watch, Netflix and cry over, a beat up relationship, not abuse, but, a broken up relationship. Or we do arts and crafts. We're performing arts kids. You know what I mean? Or we cook together. Nobody's ever brought up an orgy. Nobody has ever brought up, two-time and a stripper. I just don't understand. I don't understand these girls groups. Let's end with Kenya. And then we're going to segue into Lisa Wu. Drunk Kenya. I don't know if I necessarily bought Drunk Kenya. I will say I enjoyed watching Drunk Kenya. I don't know if I really bought it. I will say she was a little bit believable to me when she was talking to Drew. And she was like, no, start over. I was like, you know what? You may be a little lit. I don't know if I necessarily bought all of it because I just don't see Kenya getting that drunk when she's throwing herself on the floor. Because the when she threw herself on the floor, it didn't sell it to me, right? It didn't look like she fell out of her chair. It looked like a dip. Can we be real? I was like, yeah, get your tens. It didn't look like some drunk woman fell out of a chair. So I'm not sure if I buy it. I will say I enjoyed it. It was a fun character. It was a fun character to watch. Now, I bought Lisa Wu being drunk. Lisa Wu, how are you a guest on this show and you get so pissy drunk when you're cussing out the main cast? Like, I was watching Lisa and I didn't know that she was serious until I knew that she was serious. And she's just because Sanya was trying to say something, and Lisa was over there. She was just, well, I'm still talking. And if you're there, I'm talking and you need to listen. And I'm like, Lisa, what is going on? But I was here for it. I was here for the return of Miss Lisa Wu. She was interesting to watch, at least for the few minutes that she was on TV. I want to bring her back. I want to bring her back sober. Because Lisa, I was just like, what you about to do to Sanya? What is happening? Where are you going? And like, come on, black person to black person, you know that somebody is serious when they're cussing you out, but not making eye contact with you. You know what I mean? Like, she's like not making eye contact with Sanya, but she talking to her like she right here. Well, I was saying something to you. You heard me say something. I was speaking. And I'm like, okay, are we going to calm her down? Like, what is happening? Sanya finally realized that, this lady was off her rocker, off her cognac. So, or her Crown Royal. So she let it go. She absolutely let it go. But I like the energy she brought. Even sober. Like when she entered into the room, she was still, she was sober at that point. And everybody loved seeing her. You could tell that there was, that there's still real friendships there. And Sheree said that she still hangs out with her and that they've always been really good friends. So I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for the return of Lisa Wu. I am not the type of woman who would take a check out of another woman's hands. I will say, we can give Sing Your Speech to Lisa Wu. We can do that. Like, she can still be on the show. Let her be friend of Drew. Wouldn't that be something? Let's give Lisa Wu that peach and see what she could do, right? As long as she remains, medium lit, and whatever you're doing with the Botox and stop it, sis. Let's stop it. You were perfect before. You're pushing it, but I would love the return of Lisa Wu. I would love for her to stay on as a friend. I will say, she, for me, outperformed the friend ofs. You guys know I was very excited for Moneta to be on the show. I don't know if it's because the husband is an alabaster that she's just very toned down, because this is how she talks now. Hi, Candy. Me and Candy go way back. I'm like, what the hell is this? I want Moneta. Where's Moneta? I thought that we were going to get that character on this show, and we have not gotten that character. So I don't know. But for a friend of, Lisa Wu showed up for me. Not Sheree's friend. That lady with them excessive eyebrows who brought the coochie incense. She can go. Because she's messy for no reason. There's like no rhyme or reason for her to be messy. And it's very clear that Sheree puts her on the show so she can say things that Sheree doesn't want to say. I'm tired of them people coming on the show. I'm tired of those friend ofs like that. Like, no, if you got a beef with another cast member and you want to say something messy and mean, say it with your chest. Don't bring your friend on with them excessive eyebrows, them aggressive and excessive eyebrows, to say something mean because you're too much of a coward to say it. I'm not here for that. Y'all too big for that. That's all I got to say. Let me get the super chat on this Cash App from LaShonda. Thank you. LaShonda said, for I sent some miss super chats to your Instagram. Oh my gosh, let me get them. Thank you so much, LaShonda. I got Decon Tees. Who else am I missing? I got Nikki A's for the building fund. Mom, did you turn off the air? It's hot. I got the building fund. Who am I missing? Hold on, guys. Give me a man chance. Hold on. Sebastian! Hey! Sebastian said, how do Drew and her mama know more active Come on! Then there were in the Old Testaments. First of all, it's too many prophets for me after the Lord Jesus Christ. I felt like we were done after him. But all these prophets coming up, I feel like they're probably going to one of them, not holiness, prosperity churches. They give me prosperity preaching. They absolutely do. Thank you so much, Sebastian, for the super chat. I'm telling you, they are very prosperity preaching Christians. It's exactly what I get from them. And I just don't know how they have this line to all of these prophets. And they all got a warning for them or something good. The prophets preach doom and gloom. Very rarely do they say anything good is going to happen to you, right? A lot of them say, girl, you got 14 days, get your house in order. To be honest with you, if we're talking prophets, you really don't want to hear from them. A prophet say they got a word for you, you like, me? Oh, that's okay, I don't need to hear it. Because you don't want, you know what I mean? Because a lot of them, the words are doom and gloom or warnings. So you don't want to be hearing from the prophets. So them people who always, got connections to prophets, something up. Every prophet got a word for you, and it's not doom and gloom. I'm concerned. Because what kind of prophet you talking to? That everything is positive. Okay. I read the Old Testament. But thank you so much, Sebastian. Thank you so much. Hey, Callie Steve. Callie Steve said Drew is shady and Marlo's peach is rotten. Steve, I'm not used to you being so messy. Thank you. Thank you, Callie Steve. I'm disappointed in Marlo this season. Not this season, this episode. Very disappointed in her. I couldn't rock with her. And y'all know this is one of my casting choices. So, I'm gonna rock with her till the wheels fall off, but not on this. Not on this. That was not a good look, in my opinion, especially when she stepped into the role of Monty. Now, if she was Auntie, I'll be like, okay, you can only do as much as you can do. You can only do as much as you can do. God did not give that child to you. They gave it to you. God gave that child to your sister. That's your sister's responsibility. You can only do as much as you can do. I'm not saying put them babies on the street like she did, but I'm like, you're the aunt. You're not the mom. And you have, like she said, her mother and her sister. You have people you can share that responsibility with. So do something like that. But you said, I'm Monty. And you took them in and you stepped in their role. Then as soon as it got difficult, you want to throw them away. Then you don't want to raise children. 90% of the time is difficult. You're raising a human being who has an independent way of thinking than you do. And you're raising them into a person that you're going to start to realize is not you. They have their own way of thinking, their own way of interpreting and digesting information and giving it back out. You can only teach them as much as you can teach them, but they are not you. It's an independent individual of yourself. And if you can't take that on, don't step in those shoes. Don't step in those shoes. I got Collie Steve. I think I got everybody, but I'm going to check my Instagram. I feel like I got everybody. Mom, change your name back. What is this whole title? I'll do it. Let me check my Instagram. Yeah, I'm still on. I just saw you your whole name. I was about to block you because I thought you were a bot. All right, I think I got them all. Thank you so much, LaShonda. God bless you. I couldn't do it without you guys. All right, let's get into the comments. I know you guys have been talking. But I just wanted to get through it because we had a lot to talk about. I can't believe you, Cameron. Now I'm thinking about Bath and Body Works. I think I'm gonna check out that Halloween stuff. Damn it! I was boycotting them. Hey, Jessica Rabbit. Jessica Rabbit said, "Where's my water?" Jessica Rabbit said, totally agree. Eucalyptus spearmint and eucalyptus mint are not related. I got caught one time and one time only. It only takes somebody one time to learn the difference. Yeah, not the same at all. Hey, Terry. Terry said, Marlo is doing anything for a storyline, just like Drew and Sanya. Goes with the wind. We need to recast all three. I would, I only want one recasting. But you know what? It's still early. Senior might show me something different. Lisa Wu outshined you. And one appearance. I think so as well, too, Shonda. Shonda said Marlo needs to at least have a licensed therapist there for these heavy topics or don't do it. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. I am Rachel said, I'm going to watch and see. I'm not going to judge her quite yet. Fair enough. I couldn't ride with her saying that she threw them out and then going around and telling everybody about it. And my issue was that she was speaking from the perspective of a victim. How they victimize you? If anything, they secured your peach. Let's be real. Sherry B said, absolutely. I understand she's not the mom, but you just can't send them away for self-care. I hear you as well. But the thing about it is, it's the use of throwing them out. That's such a violent way of expressing needing your own help and not being able to fully be there for your nephews, right? I would have absolutely been Team Marlo had she said, what's happening with my sister and what's happening with my nephews, it's breaking me down. It's wearing on me. My mental health is not okay. And I feel myself, not being 100%. And if I can't give them 100%, then I don't want to harm them in any kind of way. So I just asked my mom and sister to just help me, take them for a minute while I get myself together. Not for too long. I just need to figure out how to navigate this because one, I'm not a mom. I stepped into this mom role and I also stepped into a mom role of two young children who are dealing with a mom that has mental health issues. That's a lot for me to take on. I didn't realize how hard it was weighing on me. I realize it now. I'm getting the help I need. And while I'm getting that help, my mom and my sister are stepping in and helping me raise them. Something like that. I'll be like, that makes sense. Because a lot of people don't ask for help and they need to ask for help. But you're like, oh, I threw them out. I threw them out because let me just put this on silent. I threw them out because they one punched a hole in my wall, another one was talking back to his teacher, and the other one let his clothes get moldy. They'll still let their clothes get moldy as adults. You never met a man before like that? They've been dirty. They're dirty from conception all the way, to death. It's up to us to make sure they stay bathed. That's just the role we have in life. So I don't know. I can't rock with her. I'm disappointed. Hey, Asatu. Asatu said, I understand Marlo when it comes to the kids. She was living the single life, did not want kids, and all of a sudden she got three problematic behavior kids, having one of them punching the wall. Excuse me, overwhelmed. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree with the overwhelmed. And it makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. But moms can't quit. Munties can't quit. An auntie can say, okay, well, this is a lot for me. Let's make a schedule or something like that. But you stepped into the role as Monty. You gave yourself that name. Child. Yeah, listen, I don't want to count her coins, but I think she can, along with herself. I think she needs help too. Listen, I get her being overwhelmed. She stepped into a huge role. And I'm telling you guys, she has not been right since since she watched her sister in that court appearance on Zoom. Marlo ain't been right. That sister has been weighing on her. Hey, Miss Gigi. Miss Gigi said, sounds like those boys need therapy. They all do. Absolutely. The past thinks we need is more, the last thing we need is more Black men with unchecked trauma. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, I am Rachel. Raging teenage boys isn't easy, and I feel like she took on more than she can handle. She absolutely did. She absolutely did. Kamisha said, note to Marlo, kids are dirty, especially boys. And you got two. Hey, Tiny. Tiny said, I choose to believe she thought giving what she believed to be surface reasons would be enough. Yes, because she was even saying it. I provide for them. I gave them this life. Like, girl, it's so much more than that. It's not just putting them in something nice and sending them to nice schools with nice clothes. That's just the beginning. That's the bare minimum. I choose to believe she thought giving what she believed to be surface reasons would be good enough to explain away the situation. Although she didn't throw them away, it's a break. I was just using her terminology. She said she threw them out. Candy almost fell off the couch. Candy was like, what? Poor Candy, because Candy could not fathom that. She's like, you threw them out. That's her wording. That is her wording. Porshecula said, meanwhile, she's telling Candy that she needs to do more for the community and more for her nephews. Remember that conversation? I need you to do more for them. Girl, let's start with you. Shad Pearl said, those boys are handling the stress of carrying Marlo's storyline. She needs to give her piece to them. Miss Brown Sugar said, my heart goes out to the boys. I know it's hard on Marlo, but so much worse for them. Because she never had problems with them. I'm telling you, that Zoom call with her sister in that courtroom shook the whole family up. Marlo and them boys ain't been right ever since. It's so sad. Hey, Lauren. Lauren said, instead of asking, do those boys need therapy, just take them to therapy or be the example and go to therapy. Maybe they will want to go then. They all have gone through a lot through their lives. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Asatu said it was selfish to leave them to her sister who has 4 toddlers. How you got 4 toddlers, girl? Use your butt. Anyway, 4 toddlers is a lot. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. So the sister got to be checked out too. Oh, Marlo is so sad because you wanted to give them the life you never had. And you even said that you were thrown out and passed around as a kid from house to house and foster home to foster home. It's just the cycle. It's the cycle. The cycle continues because the same thing is happening to your nephews, but you can't see it because you have unchecked trauma and they have unchecked trauma. Oh, hey, Tiny. Tiny says, as a healthcare user who also works with kids, all I can say is kids who don't want to go to therapy won't benefit from therapy because they won't participate. ST says she only kicked them out for 30 days. It's no different than sending kids off on their summer vacation. Or send them to the grandparents for the summer. I honestly understand it. I'm just talking about her wording and how she expressed that she did it. I can't agree with that. Like I said, taking a break, right? Saying, hey, village, I need help. Hey, mom, can you help me with them for a few days? Hey, sister, with all them toddlers. Does your sister living in a state? I hope you didn't send them kids over to your sister's house with all them toddlers and they sleeping on the floor. Speaking of sleeping on the floor, detour. My TikTok people. Did you see that TikTok Bible Belt family who lives in that trailer and they had that toddler sleeping on the floor? It's like 12 of them. And the mom was like, the kids love it. And they're opening up drawers and sinks and they got babies on babies and kids all on the floor. No child should be sleeping on the floor. If your child is on the floor and you as a parent is on the bed, CPS, that baby's back is developing. Your back is done. Put that baby on the bed. And use your butt if you got all these kids and you can't house them. Hey, Yasmin. Yasmin said, Marlo said out of her own mouth that, side note, that family is moving to Harlem. I'm invested. Marlo said out of her own mouth that this behavior started after the phone call and the face that she doesn't see, that she shouldn't have put that burden on them is asinine. What are you trying to say, Yasmin? What's the bottom part? And the face that she doesn't see. And the fact that she doesn't see that the fact that she doesn't see that she shouldn't have put that burden on them is asinine. I agree. I absolutely agree. I am Rachel. You're making some points. Okay. The black text. I think she got overwhelmed. Being the only successful one and taking care of the whole family is hard. Yep. I think she had no choice but to take them in. It's not as black and white, but they were staying with her mother in the beginning. And remember, this was when Kenya was Ken, when she was Ken, and they were saying that she bringing them boys on because she wants to show that she's more than, Marlo, the girls with the fashions who dates billionaires. Because they were already staying with her mother. And then she said she brought them in because the mom, and the kids. I will say these boys are overwhelming these people. You're overwhelming the family. But when don't children overwhelm you? Listen, I don't have any kids, but I my friends have kids. Kids in my family. They're not my children. But after a couple of hours, I'm like, whew, all right, help. Come get them. Get on me. So I get it. But when you step into the role to be their parent, you can't give them back. Because that, although that for you, you think you're doing the right thing, if you're not properly explaining to that child what's happening, even if you properly explain, they're always going to take it on as there is something wrong with them. Take it from me, a grown woman who was once a child who had a really sick father, who, although he could not be present because he was very sick, it did not register to me that it was not my fault that he was not around. As a child, I blamed myself the entire time. So, Marlo! Some people said, I bet she wouldn't have trouble understanding if she was talking to grown men paying her bills, dealing with these emotions. Woo! I am Rachel said last year I couldn't stand Drew, but Sandia has me taken up for me too. We have all done a 180, right? Like, I can't believe I'm here with Drew. She got on my nerves last season. I loved her little banter with I am Latoya or Latoya Forever. I loved the little banter, but Drew was messy and she was very annoying, right? Her and Ralph, that tiny little annoying couple. But the way Sandia is going on, I'm like, I can't believe this. I'm like Team Drew. Every episode, I'm fighting for Drew. I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm here. Let me get some more current comments. Shonda said, I hate that Drew gets ganged up on, but she does some annoying stuff, right? Balance. Balance. Miss T said, Drew acts like this was the lady. It could have been the lady at the grocery store earlier that day. Are we talking about Ralph's assistant? I think so. I always watch these back, and I'm just like, sometimes when I go on my tangents, I'm like, I wonder what's going through somebody's mind when they just hop into a live and just see me doing something random. Last live, I was showing everybody my pumpkin pot that I got from Marshall's Home Goods, and I was thinking, like, what if somebody just hopped in at this moment and thinking that we're talking about one thing and they see me holding a pumpkin pot? Man, I am all over the place. But I love that about me, and I think you do too. ST said, Drew says she didn't even know Ralph was writing the book. Yeah, she volunteers this information. And then you get butthurt when we, the commenters or fan base or whatever, and the cast members have anything to say about it, but you the one that volunteered this information in front of everybody. That's why I feel like they're faking a lot of stuff, because I just don't see a married couple sitting at a table, a dinner table, with their group of friends, some of them that they just met, and saying, oh, he has an assistant that wrote a book for him. I never even met the assistant, and I don't even know about the book. Or he left to go to Tampa, and I just found out it was Tampa. He disappeared for a few days. I didn't know that he was coming back, and he didn't tell me who he was with, how long he was staying, or nothing. He just showed back up. Why would you say that? Why would you volunteer that information? You don't find out nothing about a married couple until they file for divorce. And then you find out all of their tea on Facebook because they're fighting on messages, on posts, right? They're fighting back and forth. So you're going from one post to the next post, right? And they're not commenting on each other's posts because they're blocked. But you didn't know, you will never know they had all of these problems until it's time for a divorce. Y'all just volunteering this information. It's weird to me. It's weird to me. My mama here talking about Marlo. Change your name. This is too much. Marlo is dealing. Oh, she'll be back next week, guys. She's in the living room watching TV when she's supposed to be working. Mom. Marlo is dealing with mental health issues, and she took on her sister's children because she believed that she could take care of them. She absolutely did. Absolutely. And I think she wanted to do the right thing. I just think she did not do the right thing by throwing them out. Because when you say something like that, I know it's a term that we use in the Black community, but the way Marlo said it let me know that when she did it, she was frustrated, fed up, and probably not her best self when she was removing those kids from her home. I don't like it. But she has not really dealt with her own issues, and she took on the boys and was unable to help the boys, right? A mess. A mess. She needs to be focused. Tracy said they have a naked paint and sip in Brooklyn, and baby, it's a step above P. Don't ask me how I know. A mess. He was like rubbing his thing, and they're like, I'm like, what's going to happen? What is happening here? ST said, I think NBC/Bravo was trying to over-sexualize Black or brown people on Real Housewives. No other white franchises has all that sex stuff on their show. I will say, you don't see it, but they talk about it a lot. They talk about it a lot. They talk about having sex with each other. They talk about making out when they're drunk. You don't see it, though. I will say that. You do not see it. But she was, the whole drunk act to me, it didn't work. It didn't work. She did. I don't know what's going on with my girl. I don't know why she's wearing those wigs. And they're just sitting. They're sitting on top of her head. I don't know why she was doing it. Oh, much better. I enjoyed her drunk. Miss Brown Sugar said, ha! I think being selective, judgmental, and using your religion as a way to shade women in particular sounds pretty stereotypical holy roller church lady to me. You're right about it. But that holy roller church lady don't fit this show, so she better find another character. She was fun. I enjoyed it. I'd rather take that than her being dragged through the mud by Mark. Oh, okay. Because I was like, currently? Yeah. Yep. That's how she started. That's how she made those relationships in Atlanta. She was Keith Sweat's wife. So that's how they all knew each other. That's how she was introduced on the show. Oh, that's her name, Fatima. Weird. I'm telling you, she is just there because Sheree doesn't want to say those things that she's saying. I can't. Where's your husband? Girl, go away. Fix them eyebrows because it's not her eyebrow shape. She literally draws a line and then curves them. What's going on? I hope you're not auditioning for a peach. We got far too many peaches rotting on this season. We don't need another one. What's up, McBird? McBird said, I also wish Sanya would have cussed drunk Lisa out. She was doing way too much. She was. Deconte said Lisa Wu didn't come to play with the newbies, and I saw how Sanya didn't have the same energy for Lisa that she has for Drew. Yeah, she knew. Because Lisa Wu was going back and forth with her even when she was quiet. Sanya was just like, I don't need this. Not a pocket profit. Yes. Yes, MacBird. Drew is a Debbie Downer. She's always bringing up drama while everyone else is chilling. Yeah. It's the holy roller act. I don't like it. I want her to do better. Alrighty. It's time to make dinner, so I'm going to get a couple more comments, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Guys, can I tell you something? That Trader Joe's buttermilk brine chicken, I'm addicted. I am addicted. One live, I'm showing a pumpkin. Another live, I'm showing a chicken. Ciao. People who are watching this, I'm sorry. If you're just jumping in, this right here, addicted. I go to Trader Joe's and I get all of it. For some reason, I can never get this in stock in LA. And maybe it's because Atlanta only has like one Trader Joe's. Like, what's going on, Atlanta? What's going on, Trader Joe's? I'm trying to make sure y'all can see it. It's so good. But I get the whole thing. It's so easy to cook. I'm gonna cut up some carrots and potatoes, saute some quinoa. Done. Absolutely delicious. But that is dinner. I'm telling you about that because y'all got to get on it. If you can get it in LA, I don't care if it's like 10 of them. Get all 10 because it won't be there tomorrow. It won't be there the next day. You have to get them. If you're in LA, you have to get them. Ask them where the next shipment is. That's what I would do. That's what I do when I'm in LA. I'm like, when is your next shipment of the buttermilk brine chicken dropping? And they let me know. Wednesday morning. I was like, I'm there Wednesday morning. I just get multiple pieces because LA loves that. LA loves that. But that is dinner. But it's in stock everywhere in Atlanta. At the 2 Trader Joe's in Atlanta. Girl, don't make no damn sense. But that's dinner. Some people said if she only helps part-time and not put them on the show, it wouldn't be as bad. I absolutely agree. And I think that's what she needs to do. They don't need to come back to stay with her after 30 days. They do not need to come back to stay with her after 30 days. Send them back to grandmama and you just be the rich auntie that financially provides for them and takes them on vacations. That's what you need to do. You can't do it. And that's okay. That's okay to say you can't do it. It's also okay to say, I messed up. I thought I could handle it and everything going on with my sister, your mom, but I could not do it. They won't understand now. They may understand later when they're older, but right now they won't understand. Right now they'll be upset with you. Right now you'll have issues. Right now your relationship is absolutely in jeopardy because they're kids. And that's just how it's going to be until they get older. Don't take them back. You can't do it, girl. You can't do it. Cassandra Marie said, low key, the only reason she got a peach is because she has a compelling storyline. We got to tell the truth and shame the devil. Being a Monty and these nephews, so the fact that she kicked them out, yikes. Yikes. I forgot about that. I'm like, you don't have a washer and dryer? How do you not have a washer and dryer? Oh, but you know what? Marlo doesn't give me somebody that washes clothes. I think she probably dry cleans all of her stuff. I think she probably gets a laundry service, but I guess she didn't want the boys to have laundry service. That was very weird to me. I was like, you don't have a washer and dryer in your condo or your townhouse? Everywhere we've looked, mainly, especially if it was a new build, had a washer and dryer. That was weird to me. Thank you, Marie, for bringing that up. That was weird. Oh my God, I forgot to talk about that. Because that lady Scar with them excessive eyebrows, she's doing too much. That was so low for the show to do that. She's on here talking about how they got all these names, how they're scamming and frauding, and talking about how they're doing different things and putting out different names because they have credit problems. And then they're showing the background check that she got on them. I want Scar off this show. I don't like Scar. I don't. Fatima, whatever her name is, Scar gotta go. That's just low. That's so low. That took the episode to me to a new low. Why would you do that? And then the show showed the background check. Why would y'all get behind it? That was ugly. I didn't like it because now if they get investigated, I want Drew and Ralph sing like a damn canary. Take everybody down. Shoot. It seems like everybody in the Bravo universe is scamming. It's the way of life over there. Let's talk about it. Marlo is the same girl who teased Ken about her mother not wanting her and throwing her away. Do you think that woman care about those boys if she could? Terry got a point. Hey, April said, this goes to show you a bond between a mom and her children. Marlo kicked her nephews out so easily is not cool. They're still your blood and you stepped in the mom guardian role. Just a mess. Woo. Child. I just was like, oh, I would have never said that. I would have been like, I just sent the boys were having a little difficulty, dealing with how they saw their mom. So I sent them to, my mom and my sister to take a break, be around their cousins, just have some fun and be kids. Like, girl, I would not have went on camera like, girl, I threw them out. They let their clothes get moldy. They was dirty. They was talking back to their teachers. Like, you're re-traumatizing them by embarrassing them and, showing a room, having the camera guys in their rooms that you allowed them to stay in. It's just, I can't rock with you. And then exploiting those kids and their life trauma only to put them out is very gross. Yes, Sierra. And I hope, oh God, I hope her just, no, don't say that. Terry said Drew is trying all the formulas to remain on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She trying preacher role, Phaedra. She tried aligning herself with the fan favorite and go after the villain, Portia Kenya. The no good husband. Yeah, she is trying it all. Drew was throwing everything at the wall, hoping something stick. Oh my goodness. Oh, Fatoon. Thank you. Star. Sick of her. I am sick of her. Like, that was so ugly. Yeah, I got a background check. I'm working on the accent. Right. You don't even know these people. But Sheree don't like them. So you're doing her dirty work. Boy, bye. Bye, Scar. Bye, Scar. Asadu says she is thirsty for a peach, just like she blacked Tyrone. Is thirsty for that man that probably helped building Chateau Thelma. You are nuts. Oh, child. Let's talk about it, Miss T. How is an insurance agent able to get all that information? Let me tell you something, Drew. If you ever find out who was the friend that gave that information to Scar, call up their job and get that person fired. How dare you? That's illegal. You're not supposed to do that. Her friend that works in real estate looked this couple up, not because they were buying a house from this person, but because Scar wanted some mess on them, gave it to her to expose these people on camera. Multiple violations. And you know what, Sheree? You have far too much going on to be so messy and vindictive to other people. You linked up with a Philadelphia scammer who was playing you on national TV. If you got your social security number, girl, you're done. You're done. Hey, Onyx. Onyx said, I honestly want to know if it is a true story. What if Marlo just said that for the show? Weird way to get sympathy, but they didn't film in her home. You never know. You never know. Satu said, Marlo wanted to connect with Kenya when she talked about Mark at Drop It With Drew and still threw digs at her when Ken wasn't even checking for her. Yeah, Kenya's done. We saw it in the super trailer. Kenya's like, nah, I'm not doing it again. I'm not going to be friends with this woman only for her to say these hurtful things about me. She's right. She's right. This is a good point, Ryan. Ryan said that Marlo is used to transactional adult relationships. She expected the same with the boys, right? She expected them to be as mature, to be mature adults. And it's like, that's impossible. But that's not how children operate. I absolutely agree. Violent. How did Marlo ship them off in the middle of a school week? It is violent. Just uprooted them. Shook everything. Shook their whole world up. Let them feel unwanted when they're going through a very dark time. I agree, Elise. Elise said, I think on all the new housewives, except Potomac, absolutely, they're still growing. Need to phase out these old 10-year vets. It's getting old. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. It's time. It's time to mix it up. It's time to mix it up. Whoever I called on. You better not fall out with Scar. She'll look up your information and expose you on the show. Rashana said, investigating things for a living. He did a public record search, and you have to take some of those things with a grain of salt. And most of all, verify what you find. Very true. Very true. Like for what though? Like this is the thing. I can't believe this cast has me fighting for Drew like this. What did you and Drew go through that has you here with her where you want to destroy this woman? It's so one-sided. She's beef more than saying it than she has with Sheree. So I just don't understand why Sheree is still trying to fight this woman. Oh, really? I don't live in Georgia. I live in Miami. That's what I've decided. It just rains out of nowhere. It storms. It storms out of nowhere. Then it's back to normal. I live in Miami. Hey, Nisha. Nisha said, "Oh, keep safe, sis. Keep safe." Nisha said, "I'm all here for giving Lisa Sanya speech. Sanya isn't doing it for me. It's giving. I want to be down. Yeah, Sanya, you're losing us. You're losing us." Oh, my thoughts on Lisa is that I want her back. I loved her. I loved the little 5 minutes that we had of Lisa Wu. I enjoyed her. I love the fact when she walked in the room, all of the women were excited. It lets me know that there's still really good relationships there. I want her back. And Lisa Wu outperformed. I want her back on the show. Oh, child, wait, I done came back to somebody cussing them out. Oh, we are getting these people together. Terry said, "But I'm a realtor. It is very easy for us to get people's information. It's for safety reasons. All we need is a name, a number, and we have the rest." But Terry, isn't it illegal for you to like take that information and share it with somebody else as a means to expose someone on like camera, right? That isn't that wrong? Like you can't share that information. I remember when years ago somebody was using my identity and I was go buy a car. I didn't know anything about it, and I had no credit, so I knew it would be hard for me to get a car. And the sales guy was just like, "You said you had no credit." I was like, "Yeah, I don't have any credit. Never bought anything, nothing." He was just like, "Well, somebody's buying something and not paying for these things." And I was like, "What?" And then like tears started welling up in my eyes. And he was just like, "You know what? I normally don't do this." He said, I'm not supposed to do this. I could lose my job and get in a lot of trouble. So if you tell anybody that I showed you this, I'm going to deny it, right? Because he could lose his job." And he showed me my credit report, and he showed me my background check and everything that had came up when he searched my name. And he was just like, "It appears that somebody probably stole your identity, and you need to take care of this, and this is what you need to do." Really nice guy. Didn't get a vehicle for him, but was able to take care of my information and get a vehicle after I was able to handle business, put alerts on everything. Ciao. All to find out it was my roommate. Anyway, took care of all that information. But I remember the one thing I remember him saying is, "I will get fired if you say that I showed you this, because I'm not. This is illegal. I'm not supposed to show you this. We are not supposed to show you our information." So let me know, Terry. Let me know. Hey, Carmen. Carmen said it's not illegal. They didn't use any protected information to pull all these aliases. Name, address, phone number, date of birth is not considered protected information. So you can do so anybody can do a background check on somebody? Child. I want her to get a background check on Scar. Since she want to be messy, since she want to be a housewife so bad, put her in a fire. Let's light her up. She got 2 kids. D. Hey, said those aliases come up on those sites sometimes if the person gets mail at your address. Okay. I don't want Scar on the show, Andy. I don't want Marlo on this show. All right, let me get 2 more and let me get out of here. My buttermilk brine chicken is calling me. Okay. Rashana said, "Not if you get it from a public source. I can take a phone number, get a name. Child. See, I got alerts on all my stuff. I got all my stuff locked. Thank you, Jesus. But I only did that because somebody stole my identity. Y'all all need to do it. Y'all better lock and put alerts on your stuff. Oh, yeah. So you guys all let me know it's not illegal. A whole scammer ring. Had no idea. But you know what the funny, I can't say much. The funny thing about it is my grandma let me know. My grandma let me know. She was like, don't live with this person. And I'm like, oh, Granny. She was right. So Steph said, what would doxing Drew accomplish? Nothing, but it would get under her skin. And that's what Cherie put Scar up to do. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's what I'm talking about. You're getting a background check on Drew, but not Tyrone. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Monique said, Marlo has become a rotten peach. Child, Nene is a legendary housewife because the beef she had with people was not manufactured. Watching Marlo create drama for the sake of the show is irritating. Watching Marlo just be mean unprovoked. My thing is, if you don't want relationships with these people, do what you need to do. But you still want to be friends with these people after saying some very vile things. Like, I guarantee you, if Marlo comes back next season, she's going to spend a lot of that time trying to reconnect with Candy. Girl, it's over. It's over. The things that you're upset about that woman, ciao. Absolutely not. Always. Always. And you old lady, you don't know anything. Ciao. One day we'll do a story time. One day. Ryan said, here's a theory. Tyrone's fraud helped Sheree build and furnish a chateau, which is why she was so ride or die. Ciao. Drew, I hope you in the comment section getting some notes. Hey, Terry. I want to take this, then I want to take one more, and then we're going. I said Terry, not Siri. Thank you. Terry said, I have a feeling Andy is going to do something shady and have Candy sign a contract for a season, then bring back Phaedra in after the ink dries. He is definitely bringing that crook back. Watch. Listen, are we, hey Star family, are we going to jump on Terry like y'all jumped on me when I told y'all that Andy loves himself some Phaedra and was going to bring that woman back? What's going on? What's happening on Bravo right now? What are we doing? What are we doing? He's putting her on everything but the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That girl is coming back. I told y'all. Y'all always cuss me out, and I be right. Child, absolutely not. Angie would never do that. What Phaedra did was horrible. He loves that woman and her boys. He probably was funding them kids the whole time, saying, Phaedra, you going to get on the show. You going to get back on the show. Just you hold on, sister girl. Look at her. He flew that heifer to Dubai. Child, I know what I'm talking about. Put some respect on my name. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Put some respect on my name. I told y'all. Nikki, he would never do anything like. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Thank you, Tracy. Shout out to the NikkiStar replay game. Whoop, whoop. Give me some time. I got to let the video render, but I'll put in the, I can't wait for my background to come. Guys, my background will be here in 2 weeks. We're getting the studio back together. We're getting the studio back together. Shout out to the NikkiStar replay game because the lighting is just terrible in my kitchen. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and share the channel to your social media. Thank you. Thank you, family. Please like. You didn't, Drewski. I'm going to be rude. You had my back. You had my back. But everybody else, he would never do that. Phaedra, you know what she did? He loves her. And he would have brought back Nene if she never tried to sue that network. Ciao. Ciao. He going to try. He going to try to bring that woman back. But I always get beat up first. If you want to talk about prophets, I'm Jeremiah, the weeping prophet. I'll be telling y'all what's gonna happen. And what do the people of the tribe of Israel do? Y'all cuss me out. The tribe of Star. I'll be telling y'all what's gonna happen. Y'all cuss me out. Then it happened, and y'all act like y'all ain't say nothing to me, but I remember. I remember the cuss outs. I remember the drogations. I remember. But I forgive you. I forgive you. Hey, Miss GG88 said, Nikki, did you see Nene's comments on Bethany's comment section in response to Bethany's new show with Kevin O'Leary? Seems shady to me. No, I haven't seen it. Let me see if am I blocked by Bethany? Child, I'd be nervous checking these housewives sometimes because you just never know. You just never know. At the end, her and Kevin, what are the money court? I'm not surprised. Nene. Well, it's Nene, right? I think everything that she says is shady. I will say this. It's very weird that two very mean people, at least that's Bethany, I don't know you personally, but that's like you and Kevin's TV persona, like are you just these mean, awful rich people, right? It's very weird that Hollywood or a show will pick, or a production company or a network, or pick up a show where two people who have known to be like nasty are leads. You normally have a nasty lead, and then you have somebody that's softer. So who's going to be softer out of Kevin or Bethany? I don't know. I do not know. Sure do. Sure do. I think if anything, she might return to Dubai, Yasmin. I think she might. If they want to keep Dubai, I think it might. I think they might. So we will see. Anyway, family, let me get out of here. It's getting late for me, at least. East Coast time. I feel like it just gets late so fast, and I hate it. Yeah, but I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you all so much for joining me. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the family Chantel. I think I have one other video or live that I may be doing. I think it might. I don't know. I got to look at my schedule, but I think I'm going to be doing two things tomorrow. One is definitely a live for the family Chantel. And we're just going to get into all the mess concerning Pedro and Chantel, because, girl, what is going on over there? I will say I'm not surprised, but what is going on over there? Anyway, let me get out of here. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with me. NikkiStar TV, Pepper Rich Farm remembers. The North remembers. But I ain't going to hold a grudge. I love y'all. See you soon for something else. Mwah. Thanks again for being here, family. Always enjoy our time together. Now I'm going to get into